Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Happy Saint fictional character and American marketing. A lot of bad chocolate and lots of red and Pepto-Bismol pink and also if we're going to be wise about it, and let's do that. Let's also bring forward the concept of Maitri, loving kindness, metta. So I'm going to invite our chime to sing and we'll begin our practice and we'll set the intention for our Valentine's Day practice with a sentiment of metta. Let's see, which one are we going to pick today? This one. This is a painting I did. And this one on the back reads, "May you not believe everything you think. May you not believe everything you think." You know, that's a very joyful thing to consider, but it's also a really loving thing to do because so much of what we think, especially toward ourselves, can be pretty harsh, inflated, distorted. So maybe if we made a little bit of space to not believe everything we think, that is a beautiful, beautiful idea. Friends, welcome. And on Wednesdays, we practice in the spirit of a Zen practice, and we read from Zen masters. Today, we've started a new book, and this is the title of the book. It's called Go Slowly, Breathe, and Smile. And these are the sayings and sentiments of Thich Nhat Hanh. They are put into beautiful art pieces by Roshane Ray. And today I'd like to read for you the second teaching in here. This is the art piece. And I'll pass the book around so everyone can look at it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to read this particular mantra from Thich Nhat Hanh, and I'll share with you a little bit of the description that he has to say. And then we're really invited to go inward and allow this to settle in. So as we're getting ready for this, we can put our bodies in a posture that is conducive for this practice. In the Zen tradition, you normally sit in a way that is highly active, which is that you're sitting on a cushion, your legs are crossed, your belly is soft, your spine is straight, the shoulders are rolled back, the heart is forward, chin parallel to the ground, eyes and gaze inward. It's a lot. It's a lot to remember. Hands find a place in a certain posture on the legs or somehow in the lap. If you're familiar with all of that, go for it. Put that body posture in a noble position for a Zen practice. Or how about we soften the edges to the tradition? Because we are coming to this practice from the angle of recovery. And recovering ourselves from negative habit energy is tiring. It's exhaustive work. And we need to give ourselves permission and to create opportunities for ourselves, actually curate conditions in our lives that are conducive for rest and restoration. So if you would like your body to lie down, please do. If your body doesn't feel inclined to be still, please move. Turn your camera off, wiggle around the room, dump out your junk drawer and organize your pencils. Clean your plants, water your plants, fold your laundry, go for a walk. Honor your body in the way that it needs to be to receive this practice. The mantra by Thich Nhat Hanh is, the planet Earth is a realized Bodhisattva. The planet Earth is a realized Bodhisattva. Thich Nhat Hanh adds a couple of lines of explanation. We are only real when we are one with our breathing, our walking, our eating, and it is then that everything around us becomes real. Today, for our beautiful practice of love on Valentine's Day, love for ourselves, love for our loved ones, and love for the earth. Let's do a breathing meditation where we breathe in and we breathe out. Today in our morning yoga session, the in-breath, we breathe in with the words, I am. And the exhalation, you breathe out with the words, loving awareness. Breathing in, I am. Breathing out, loving awareness. Allow the mind to wander when it does. No need to try to keep the mind on a short, tight leash. Rather, keep the mind like a kite on a string. Let it fly around a little bit and then gently maybe ring it in a little bit, breathing in and out. Take in the awareness that today we are sitting upon the earth, perhaps not directly, but nevertheless we are on the earth and therefore we are on a realized Bodhisattva. And then as you go into the meditation, breathing a little bit more, looking deeply, you can land on another truth, which is you are the earth. And if the earth is a realized Bodhisattva, then the potentiality for you to be a realized Bodhisattva is every bit as real. And so we are awakening as we recover to the conditions that have inhibited our capacity and our ability to engage with life as bodhisattvas, as human beings determined to alleviate suffering in the world. That is what a bodhisattva is. So, for the next several minutes of silence, breathe in and out, loving awareness. Breathe in and out the earth as a realized Bodhisattva. Breathe in and out the conditions inhibiting and awaiting the possibility of you awakening to your Bodhisattva nature. Enjoy the loving gentleness of this practice. friends, to embody the breathing meditation, I am loving awareness, which was Thich Nhat Hanh's entire life, truly. One of the things that he did to embody this and teach this was he slowed everything down. The way he walked, the way he ate, the way he spoke, the way he painted. Even the poetry he wrote was written and was to be read in such a way that instantly invited the mind to soften and to slow down. Thich Nhat Hanh did walking meditation training, which is really difficult to do, actually, at first, because it's so slow. One step is an inhalation. The next step is an exhalation. Sometimes there was walking meditation where the instep, the first step, was both an inhalation and an exhalation. So you would lift your foot up on the inhalation and you would put your foot down on the exhalation. Everything was so intentional. Heightened awareness. And the whole point was to train the mind to take notice of aspects of being alive other than what we are so typically habituated to. A growling belly, a tired body, an uncomfortable sensation, a sour mood, an interaction that we had with somebody a couple of days ago that left us feeling really pissed off and we're still thinking about it. And when you engage in an activity like walking in a really slowed down manner, suddenly your awareness is all consumed with that. And the pettiness of our lives, the impatience we have, slowly begin to fall away, making space for something new. So today, when you go into your day after this practice, pay attention in a very loving, gentle way of how you walk. You don't have to walk from here to there, here to the car, or the car to the store, or whatever. Just a couple of steps is enough to bring your awareness into a heightened state. And then if you really want to take it further and put loving awareness into the world, then step in such a way that your foot is planting a kiss upon the earth and is also receiving a kiss from the earth. Imagine if we could remember that the earth delights in our presence. It's so happy you're here. The earth, as a living, realized Bodhisattva, is so happy you are alive. What if, with loving awareness, you could awaken to that, see it, feel it, experience it? What if you could take that into your day and share it with your loved ones, with people you don't even know, and with those who challenge your sensibility Wouldn't that be a living meditation of loving kindness? That's the invitation today on this Valentine's Day. And then if you really want to take it further and put loving awareness into the world, then step in such a way that your foot is planting a kiss upon the earth and is also receiving a kiss from the earth. Imagine if we could remember that the earth delights in our presence. It's so happy you're here. The earth, as a living, realized Bodhisattva, is so happy you are alive. What if, with loving awareness, you could awaken to that, see it, feel it, experience it? What if you could take that into your day and share it with your loved ones, with people you don't even know, and with those who challenge your sensibility? Wouldn't that be a living meditation of loving kindness? That's the invitation today on this Valentine's Day. All right, let's dedicate this practice, and let's just return our attention and our gaze inward, and let's remember that out there in the world there are a lot of people searching for belonging. There are a lot of people who have never sensed that they've been loved for who they are. They've only experienced love in a transactional way. If I do this, then you'll love me. If you do that, then I'll love you. And so on this day of sort of hyperactivity around love and romance and intimacy and some of the really unskillful expressions of it, let's bring into the world something wiser, something more mature. And let's begin by remembering that doing this work of self-awareness is precisely what's going to ensure that another Holocaust does not happen. That was during a time of great stress on people who were looking for someone to blame, a whole group of people to blame, and it was systematic. It took years to do. People were worn down by confusion and civil unrest, monetary depression, and very limited access to these practices of self-reflection, self-awareness, looking at what is causing upset. So your participation here is extraordinary. And this practice in particular today is to remind us that we live on a living organism that is a realized Bodhisattva. Without the earth, none of us would be. Thich Nhat Hanh writes, whether we can wake up or not depends on whether we can walk mindfully on our Mother Earth. The future of all life, including our own, depends on our mindful steps. Take that to heart. May it ignite true love that resides there. And may you have the courage to bring it forward like a torch and light the way for others. Thank you for your beautiful practice, friends. We'll see you next time. Namaste.